What up? It's your boy Ron. I'm back with another video. This is Triggered Reactions. Welcome. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. But look, let's get into it, man. We're back with Fresh and Fit. They have Myron and Destiny had a hard debate over this cold truth. Myron is one of the co-founders of Fresh and Fit. And yeah, he's discussing something with Destiny. I'm not sure if Destiny is one of the females there or the person with the blue hair, the guy with the blue hair. I'm not sure. But let's get right into it, man. You already know what to expect from Fresh and Fit. And the ladies, let's see how it go down.
Destiny?
I feel like women love more. I think on average, I think women are more.
So Destiny is the guy in the blue hair.
Mature, and I think that love outside of like the fairy tale build requires a lot of actual like emotional upkeep, a lot of emotional labor. I think a lot of guys can't put that in. I don't think feeling possessive or jealous is love. Just because you get like really ass mad if your woman does something, or if you get like really jealous or possessive of a woman, doesn't mean you love her more. So I think women in general are willing to put more emotional work in relationships. So I'd say they love more.
Would you also say, to add to the argument here, that women break up with men more than men break up with women? What do you think?
Break up with? I don't know.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Well, I mean, this is why I like having Destiny on. I disagree with Destiny. I think men love far more than women do, and I think men are closer to loving idealistically because men love women under far less conditions than women love men.
That sounds like the opposite of love to me.
Well,
if you love under far less conditions, that sounds like desperation. I don't want somebody that loves me for like one or two reasons or whatever, right? I want them to be a lot of reasons why they love me.
But what I'm
no, what he's saying is that a lot of women in relationships, they want the man to be almost perfect, right? Which means you got to have this, got to do this, got to do that, you got to do this. And for the most part, men don't even question it. We work harder to be all those things for the most part. But men, we just want a woman to be loyal, have our back, know when to shut up sometimes, and take care of our children. That's it. It's no, you gotta make 6 figures. He gotta, and again, love necessarily has nothing to do with all that. See, those things we're talking about in the relationships they come from the roles of each individual. And mainly if you're talking about the man, what his role is part of the checklist for a lot of women, right? They want to be a provider, all those things. But a man just wants to kind of like men of the old. We just want a woman to respect us and, take care of our children. It's not a lot that we ask for. It really isn't. It's not a lot. Help us when we come home from long days. Support us emotionally, because you guys are, we don't talk a lot emotions, and you guys get to a healthy balance of that, I'll say. Not just, emotional all day, but she knows when you're angry or upset. My wife has to walk me through, just processing it, because I don't necessarily talk a lot about the things that bother me. But she can see if something is, so that's okay. That's fine to do, and from a partner. And she comes and just, she keeps the stress down for me. But it's like it's weird to say that women or men don't love like women. That's crazy. I think if you love that person, you love them, and you can see where the same or similarities in love, happen from either side, man or woman. So, him protecting her and looking after her, making sure she don't have to worry about anything. That could be one form or way he shows his love. Hers could be, I don't know, when he gets home, having a bath ran for him, rubbing his back, and just like, saying how much she thinks he's, everything. Feed into the ego a little bit. But now let's keep going, y'all.
Is that for a man to love a woman, she does not have to jump through as many hoops and meet as many requirements as for a woman needs to love a man. So in other words, the guy's got to reach a certain level to even be acknowledged by the woman. However, that woman, she could be mediocre and still garner the love from a man who is superior to her in every way, which, from a biological standpoint, that makes sense because men date down and women date up.
So we make the question genderless. Who loves more? Somebody with high standards or low standards? All else equal. Because that's what you're essentially saying. I would say the person with high standards loves more because you're being more selective of your partner. So, of course, you're going to love that partner more.
But it's 100% contingent upon the other party's ability to provide and perform, is my point. Like, a woman doesn't have a burden of performance to garner love from her man.
I mean, if you're telling guys to, look for a woman that's just young and can cook, then, of course, there's no burden of performance.
Yeah,
but again, how much of love is that? Like, I love you so much. Like, why? Because I can cook and I'm young? Like, you can find a million girls that can cook and you're young. If you can get two reasons for it, then,
that is true. But what I'm saying is that if you take a majority of men versus a majority of women, a majority of men would like a majority of women. However, a majority of women definitely don't like a majority of men.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I think women love more. Because when they pick somebody, they're selective about it. They put more time and energy into it, for sure. Whereas for a guy, the woman is a lot more replaceable. That's why even Sneeko over here was like, oh, you might step out and another or whatever. And it's like, okay, well, how much do you actually love your woman? Are you willing to do something like that?
That has nothing to do with how much you love the person.
It absolutely does.
Why?
Because it requires you to step out of your own selfish frame of reference to see how your partner feels about something. If you only prioritize the things that you want in life,
well, yeah, I get that, but there's also manipulation. There's also no, I totally disagree. You can be considerate. Consideration and being thoughtful can be elements of love, right? But I get what Destiny's saying, but at the end of the day, man, I feel like men have to, and that's part of being a man, right? You have to earn your keep. You have to earn. Women just have to be. Which means I'm saying the love, or you can't just say they love harder though. Because that man earned that. He's earned to be, to be the man that she wants. He earns that. Women, again, just don't have to. Like you said, we talked about she's pretty, she smiles, she's feminine. Those are things that are just, they don't have to earn those things. Most women are born with that innately, just being feminine and just being a woman. Just being a woman, a man, that's all a woman has to do to get a man. Is just be a woman. And we talking about a born woman, okay? I ain't going there. That's a different thing. But a born woman, she just has to be that. So, for the most part, a man has to earn. I had to earn my wife. She still say, I got to keep earning. Nah, but I had to earn my wife. When she met me when we was 19, I was a kid. It was just my charm and boyishly good looks, right? At first, that doesn't keep a woman though. So it's like, yeah, man, I disagree. I disagree. I think, I'm not saying men love harder. I'm saying we work so hard for certain things. Again, we earn our women and our achievements and our goals. So we treat them better, and we value the process it took to obtain or to get that. And in that, when it comes to a woman, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of respect and appreciation there. You know what I'm saying? So to say women do it more, nah, man. Never mind. Well, let's keep going.
Something about how you view love of another person.
It's not really prioritizing. It's just doing what you want to do.
Yeah, that's called being selfish. It's usually what you do when you don't love somebody.
So they can get what they want, but we can get what we want as well?
Depends on what you want. If you're dating a cannibal and they want to eat you, it's not like both of you have fair asks, right?
But what we ask for is so small, though, compared to what
other women, to be disloyal, to maybe knock another woman up, to maybe step out of your girl and just start dating another. How is that a small ask?
Not only that, bringing something back home.
Yeah, what
like a
STDs?
disease.
You
Like,
got.
we're in
Imagine you come home and
Miami.
you're like, oh shit, I got another girl pregnant. Like you're in a whole
Everybody's got
fucking
some shit.
world of agony there.
Yeah.
See, the thing here is
Sure.
that
Okay, so this is what this is. Me and my wife was talking about this last night too. One day she's gonna get on channel and share her, just her ideas. We've been married for a long time. I mean, we're 33, but we've been married for like 7 years. We met when we were 19. So yeah, and we have 3 beautiful children, 2 daughters and a son. So we may have some say on this when it comes to relationships. Not saying we have the answers because we still figure it out every single day. But I feel like when it comes to the whole cheating thing, I mean, my wife are very open about monogamy. I'm a monogamous male. I don't need all the women. Now, when I was younger, yeah, we had our issues early on. I mean, we met when we were 19. But when it comes to that, like I get that. I understand. Like if you're with a woman, that's why I appreciate Andrew Tate and certain guys, certain men. They're honest. They're like, look, I'm not gonna sneak around on you, but from time to time I may have sex with other women. You're my wife. You're who I understand that element as well. Then I also understand the element where a man who isn't being honest and a man who agrees to the monogamy, that's when you bind into that. That's when you agree. Then you lying and doing it. That's the problem. That is the problem. And I think they're just mixing it all in. They're not saying, well, this. No, there are people in relationships that they understand, and that's their agreement. That's their oral, verbal, physical contract right there. All right, I know he's gonna do this. You get what I'm saying? So he don't gotta sneaky do it. When everybody's sneaking and playing, of course, it creates problems, more problems and issues. But does that mean and I get what Destiny's doing. And I don't know if that's a tactic so he can get more women, which I don't respect that. Like, let's be honest. Let's talk about it. But I'm not saying he does that. But if he is, then I don't respect that. Like, let's call it what it is. Both parties have to work and earn their keep. Period. We can determine which is what and how and who and what, but that's just my stance, guys. I don't know, man. But look, if you like this video, guys, you already know what to do, man. Hit that thumbs up button down below. Go support Fresh and Fit. I rock with those guys over there. They always have great guests and some decent women on there as well, too, who have good opinions. It's a great platform for debate between man and woman relations. So go check those guys out if you haven't already. Thank you, guys. We are over 1,000 subscribers. It's like we getting 100 subscribers every day. You guys are amazing. The support is unreal. So, hey, man, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Let's get it to 10K, guys. Let's try to get there. Let's set a goal, I don't know, in a month or so. I feel like we can do it, man. I feel like we can do it. But, again, I appreciate you guys. This your boy, Ron. This Trigger Reactions. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.